Hello, thanks for tuning in. Today I'm discussing oil pastels. The fact is that when I first started my art journey, I did not like the pastels I tried. And I think they were the cheaper version of the Mungyo, and I just didn't like how it went on the paper. It seemed hard to blend. I was like, ugh, and ended up going towards like a painting, like oil, acrylic, watercolor gouache, and didn't really, mess with pastels. I was in Jerry's Autorama, and I just started playing around with soft pastels, and something made me curious about oil pastels. And I was going there for something else, and was like, oh, let me, give these open stock Sennelier a try. So when I tried it, it was really buttery. I mean, I was like, okay, yeah, I definitely want to try using these. And so I Googled, on online just to see if the deal at Jared's was a good deal or if it was a better price online. And actually, Amazon had a better deal for their 24 portrait set. Um, and then I also ended up getting the 12 pack of just the basic colors because I did not see a green in the portrait pack, and I do like using green. So they came the next day, and then I just started using them in this video, and it was really buttery and fun. And at first, I was using my little color guide, but then I just started playing around. Sometimes colors ended up darker than I intended, but no biggie. I'd go over it with the white or maybe even the yellow to mellow it out. The things that I noticed about using the Sennelier was that there was really buttery. So while it does give you a lot of pigment and it's very generous when you're smearing it on the paper, I feel like you could definitely go through a stick pretty fast if you're doing a bigger piece. Um, Although on the other side, you are able to buy the colors. You can only the colors you're using. You don't have to buy the whole pack again because they do have open stock at art stores. And they also have a jumbo stick, which is like $17. But if you think about it, if you were actually using oil, it would be around that price too for the bigger tubes. So that's only one, other than the price, for some people, the price could be an issue. But I mean, if you're into this thing, I don't think you would mind paying a good decent price for pleasure. I mean, it was really nice using these, and I did also end up using some of the Mungyo pastels because I was just curious because I saw that was a brand that a lot of YouTubers use, and it is pretty good. Like if I had not used the Sennelier first, I would have liked the Mungyo just as well. So they both, I mean, it's just the Sennelier is just a fraction buttery, more buttery. Right, but because it, like I said, you can go through a stick faster, it's good to have Magayo because you can do like bigger surfaces with those because those sticks don't seem to diminish as fast. And I think they are a little thicker and longer too. That could be the reason. So you do get a little more bang for your buck with the Mungayo. So I would recommend having that as a backup set as well. The gallery kind, though, use the gallery kind because I tried the cheaper kind and it turned me off for quite a bit. So yeah, I would say I was quite pleased with how this turned out, seeing it was my first time. And sometimes I do have an issue with fairer skin. Like I always want to make them darker. Like I'm always trying to give everybody a tan for obvious reasons, right? But next episode, I'm going to do it with a darker skinned person to really get a more well-rounded view of using oil pastels. But so far so good. And these were actually very easy to blend. You're going to see in a few couple minutes here, I'm going to go in and start blending it. And all I had to do was use my fingers. I didn't need any special tools. So you do get what you pay for. And hey, if you don't use the right product, it's going to turn you off, and it could be something you like, end up liking. So don't be cheap just because you're a beginner. See you next time. Ta ta for now. Please like, share, and subscribe. Woo!